Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our A to Z series focusing on supporting children with reading and learning difficulties. I'm Florence Callender, your educational consultant, learning strategist, and the Difference in Learning speaker, with over 25 years of experience in helping children overcome challenges in their learning journey. Today's letter is D, and the word is developmental delay. Okay, so it's two words, but developmental delays occur when a child does not reach the developmental milestones at the expected times in one or more areas like language, thinking, motor, meaning moving, and social emotional areas. These delays can make it harder for the child to read and learn. They may have trouble understanding things or talking to other people and understanding the meaning of written language. Now, there are several reasons why developmental delay is important when it comes to reading and learning. So let's talk about the common manifestations that you see in children with learning difficulties. The first is communication delays. These children have difficulty in expressing their needs, in following directions, or in understanding conversations. If the delay is in their motor skills, then they would have trouble with tasks that require fine motor skills like writing, picking up small objects, or gross motor skills like running and jumping and hopping. I have seen children in the elementary schools that I used to work in couldn't hop, couldn't skip, couldn't jump. They had developmental delays dealing with their motor skills. And then you may have developmental delays in the social emotional area. These children have challenges in interacting with their peers. Have you ever seen a child who just doesn't know how to play with their peers? So they go up to them and they hit them for no reason, or they're in their face speaking so closely to them, they just don't get it that they're in the person's personal space. They don't understand social cues and they have difficulty managing their emotions. These children have developmental delays in social and emotional areas. And then you have the children who have cognitive delays, and that's with thinking. So they have difficulty with problem solving, they have difficulty with memory, they have difficulty with attention. Those are cognitive or thinking skills. And when a child is delayed in those areas, they have all these problems. So if a child has developmental delays, what is the impact on learning? Huge. These delays can hinder your child's ability to keep up with academic demands. It also stops them from participating in classroom activities and developing foundational skills that they need for reading and other educational tasks. So, a child with delayed language, for example, language development, may have difficulty with phonemic awareness. That's just recognizing the letter sounds. Which letters correspond with which sounds? And this is a crucial skill for reading. Now, if your child has a delayed motor development, I had mentioned before that they may have trouble jumping and skipping, but then in school, they have difficulty holding the pencil. Have you ever seen a child with a really strange pencil grip? I have seen quite a few. And they hold the pencil in such awkward ways that you've wondered, how will they ever write the letter? And it's difficult teaching them just to hold it. You have to first develop the motor skills that they need. Some children even have what we consider to be simple, like turning a page. They are not able to turn the page because they don't have the motor skills necessary. And when children have motor skill delays, then it's difficult for them to engage with written text. They cannot write. They cannot copy what from on the board to their page. They have a lot of difficulties with writing. Now, if a child is delayed cognitively, that's with their thinking, then they're going to struggle with memory. Do you know any child who, before you tell them one thing, you get to the end of the sentence and they've forgotten what you said at the beginning? You're reading a story, you ask them a question, they can't remember what you just read in just one sentence or two sentences, or they have a difficulty with attention. They can't focus enough to attend to what you're saying, or their processing speed is really slow. So you tell them something, and then you move on to the second thing. And while you're talking about the second thing, they answer to the first thing. Their processing speed is slow. Now, all of these delays will impact that child's ability to learn and to retain new information. When children have these challenges, they often become frustrated, they get low self-esteem, and then it makes it just harder to engage in learning because now they no longer want to even put forth any effort in learning. They don't have the joy of learning that's necessary for using different techniques to help them along with their learning journey. A key thing is early identification and intervention. These are crucial for children with developmental delays. The earlier the delay is identified, the better is the outcome for that child. I repeat, the earlier the delay is identified, the better the outcome. And you know, with today's technology, developmental delays can be spotted even when babies are very young. So it's important to start treatment right away. If you have a gut feeling about your child, if you see any of the symptoms that I talked about earlier, get your child tested. Get your child tested. Go to the pediatrician. Tell them you're concerned. Go to a psychologist. If the child is in school, go to the school psychologist. Get them tested. Because it's important to figure out what your child needs help with. When you know what they need the help with, then you can give them the right kind of support that fits with their unique needs. Because every child is different. Every brain is different. Just like your fingerprints are different and your eye prints are different, your brains are different. Every brain is different. So you need to know what kind of help and support your child needs so you can meet those unique needs. Because with the right kind of need, children, the right kind of help, children who have developmental delays, they can do well in school. They can learn the skills that they need to succeed, and not just in school, but also in life. So if you found today's tips helpful, please show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Remember, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos in this series. In the next video, we will be discussing the letter E and looking into executive functions and the difficulties experienced by children with reading and learning difficulties. Let's work together to make learning fun, fast, and easy for every child, because it's easier to build strong children than to fix broken men and women. So until the next time, bye-bye now.